What's going on, people? It's your boy Eli back with another reaction video. I'll be reacting to Cyberpunk 2077 deep dive video. Now, I am actually very excited about this. I was actually looking today because I was thinking about buying Control, this game I think it's on every console. I know it's on PlayStation 4. And I was thinking about buying it. I was like, I have a lot of games that I bought, I think, last month during the summer sale on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation Network. And I haven't played any of those yet. So, do I want to buy Control for $60 right now? I was like, I don't know. But I didn't get it. But Cyberpunk, I think the second it comes up for a pre-order, I think I'm going to go ahead and just get it. I don't know if it's on pre-order now. I haven't really looked, but when I see it, Cyberpunk's getting got. It's gonna get got, and it's gonna get played like I did with God of War when I bought it when it first came out, and I just started playing it. So I need to finish The Last of Us, my Let's Play of The Last of Us, so I can upload that, or I can edit it and upload it. Anyway, I'm gonna hurry up getting it because it's like 14 minutes. So, without further ado, here we go.
Hey V, you alright?
Let's do this.
You about to take out a kidney? She grabbed her like this. Cold.
Okay. What now?
Now you take the red pill.
Johnny?
Oh, she's is it translating it in her head? I ain't gonna lie, that'd have been cool. They'd have like metal go over her head. She's like, ooh, like it out of her mouth like the Matrix.
Where are we?
Our BBS, Data Fortress.
But this
Bridge to the deep net.
is the construct.
Beyond, there are no borders. Beyond the black wall.
She's shooting randomly in the air. Okay, a lightning whip, a laser whip.
Welcome to the Cyberpunk 2077 2019 deep dive video. In last year's gameplay reveal, we showed you our vision.
I watched that
for the world of
gameplay
Cyberpunk
at least 12 times.
its quests, and visual design. This year, we'd like to give you a peek at some of the play styles you'll be able to adopt.
Just
as
think
your
of the
character
world actually
progresses
gets
through
like
the
this
story.
in like our world.
You're about to
I mean,
see
I won't be allowed to
sequences
see it
embodying two
still.
distinct
That'd be-
approaches to playing Cyberpunk.
That'd be cool to see.
We'll
It'd
show
be
you a
interesting.
strong solo build. That is, a character who focuses on employing blunt force and taking instant action. And a netrunner build. A playstyle taking frequent advantage of stealth tactics, hacking, and battlefield
Both
control
those sound like my
materials
type
and
of play.
malicious
Like
software.
I start with stealth until I fuck up,
Additionally,
and
you'll
then
learn
I
more
go,
about
alright,
Pacific,
I'm just killing
one of the
everybody.
game's districts, two gangs, the Animals and the Voodoo Boys, and you'll see glimpses of Johnny Silverhand, the digital construct who haunts our main character, V. A word of
Keanu Reeves looking a little
given
rough
that the
now.
video covers a section of the game deep into the main storyline, we have edited the footage to contain as few spoilers as possible. Be aware that the gameplay as presented does reveal characters and locations you'll see while playing the game's main story arc. So watch at your own discretion.
Thank you for the warning.
Where we headed? This way.
In this video, you'll experience a
City.
segment of a quest from the middle of the game.
I want to live
We're
there.
currently in
Night City.
Pacifica, one of Night City's 6 unique districts.
No Pacifica well. Nah. You guys aren't exactly great at rolling out the welcome mat for outsiders.
It was designed to be a tourist hotspot within the city. As you can see, this didn't pan out. When uncertainty struck the global economy, investors pulled their funding, leaving most establishments unfinished. It's one of those places where expectations and reality collided, resulting in a heap of disappointment. Ongoing gang wars plague this part of the city. Outsiders don't come here.
I like that you
They
can
don't
switch
have to.
back and forth
Even by
between
Night
third
City's
person and first
standards,
person.
it's dangerous to those unfamiliar with it. Taking a casual stroll here would not be a good idea. A fast motorbike or
Sound like some part of
armored car
Chicago.
would be the safer option. But places like this have their advantages. If you're in need of rare goods or illegal cyberware, Pacifica's bustling local markets are a good place to start your search. The Grand Imperial Mall is a whole other story. It was one of the last developments in Pacifica to lose its funding. Until recently it stood vacant, but now a gang called the Animals has moved in for reasons unknown.
Something's not going right for the big guy up top.
And that's what we need to learn in order to earn the trust of the Voodoo Boys, the Animals' rivals.
What the hell? Could fucking tell me what you plan to do first.
I don't know. What the fuck are you doing?
Take job. You do what I say.
No, that's not how this
Jack
works.
in. Now.
Of the many gangs in Cyberpunk 2077, the Voodoo Boys are the most skilled at using the net.
It'd be hilarious if they had a gang called the Voodoo Boys and they were all white.
What for?
You are my vessel now. You ugly, I see what you see. Hear what you hear.
This mysterious gang of highly skilled
I don't know if I
netrunners
like
has
that.
close ties to the local Haitian community.
You are V? We have been waiting.
Haitians settled in Pacifica in the 2060s after natural disasters struck their island and forced them to emigrate en masse. The Voodoo Boys gang formed around this same time, though at a smaller scale. Now the gang effectively rules Pacifica. The Voodoo Boys don't usually work with outsiders. Lucky for us, it seems they're prepared to make an exception this time.
Mr. Hand sent me. Said you got merc work needs doing.
Bullshit, Mr.
Earn
Handman.
their trust, we need to prove our worth. Placide, one of the Voodoo Boys' higher-ups, has offered us a mission. We need to infiltrate the Grand Imperial Mall, currently occupied by the Voodoo Boys' deadly enemy, a gang called the Animals.
2035 07. 3 seconds before, poof, the camionette. We try to learn where the camionette come from.
The Animals are not your normal gang. Their presence in Pacifica is suspicious. They value might above all else and wear melee combat implants to raise their prowess in combat. Their beverage of choice is juice, a potent strength and speed-enhancing concoction. As sought-after bouncers, they're usually dispersed throughout town. As skilled street-level business types, they've cornered the market in illegal substances and underground live-or-die prize fights. When they converge in one spot, it's for something big. It's then they appoint the fastest and strongest among them as their ad hoc leader. In this case, it's a woman named Sasquatch.
I knew it was a woman. Someone told me it was a woman.
No. As far as I remember, you said no bone brain buffaloes on steroids. Afraid that's the cost of doing biz.
This is the tech Placide was talking about.
She probably gonna
It
kick
seems
your
non-standard for the
ass.
Animals. And this is where we come in. Getting to the van won't be easy, but we're more than qualified for the job, which we can complete in one of many ways. The character creation in Cyberpunk 2077 is the kind you'd expect from a full-fledged RPG. You start by choosing your past, important because this unlocks special options at important story junctures.
Street kid.
You also fully customize your character using a deep customization system that spans not only your look and style, but also your abilities. Cyberpunk 2077 does not feature fixed classes. Instead, it has a fluid class system that allows players to mix and match a wide range of abilities to suit their playstyles. You can create a strong solo character, a skilled netrunner, or any other hybrid class you can imagine.
Ooh.
Let's see how a solo play style in Cyberpunk 2077 might work. Solos prefer a direct approach. They use guns and might to get things done. So let's wreak some havoc.
Let's choose the
With our
one that's
enhanced
most
strength, we
exciting
strip
with the
this
game.
turret of its weapon to give the animals a taste of their own medicine. This is how a player investing in solo abilities might live out their Terminator power fantasy. Enhanced
Terminator.
strength lets us force open doors
Ooh, I like that.
or grab enemies to use as human shields.
Superman punch?
We also gain access to powerful melee combat cyberware. So even someone as fast and strong as Sasquatch, the leader of this group of animals,
Oh
is not
shit.
impossible
She
to
look like
beat
She-Hulk.
for a solo.
A new She-Hulk.
But Sasquatch has a different game plan. She's out to jack in and hack us. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready for some fun? Proceed. What's going on?
She should start hacking us.
It's our choice if we want to finish her off or spare her. Your Cyberpunk, your rules.
Oh, guess not.
If you'd rather sneak around, hide, and strike from the shadows, no problem. Just develop your net running skills to get around obstacles or hack into enemy tech to have it do the dirty work for you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Net running abilities mean hacking skills that let us use our cyber deck to breach access points. For this, we fill the buffer of our cyber deck with a string of instructions represented by these letters and numbers. Matching the instructions for basic access grants us control of devices connected to this network. The more instructions we match, the more control we gain over elements in the network. We can hack our way through in numerous ways. A quick hack may grant us control of the security camera. Another one should let us tweak the difficulty of the training bot to create a distraction.
Oh,
With our nanowire, we can even
He's
hack
killed
this
him.
guy's implants from a distance. In this
Interesting.
world, almost everything is connected to a local network. And that means it can be hacked.
Ours is a wolf.
Which brings us back to cyberspace. You don't get to do anything in the net unnoticed. There's always someone watching. It could be corpos, or even worse, it could be Netwatch. And that is exactly the case here.
Who is they?
Netwatch. They always out to fuck us.
Netwatch and the Voodoo Boys are like fire and ice. The first of these wants to maintain the old order and
always
protect
want to
people
fuck
from
us.
AI anarchy originating from beyond the Black Wall. The Voodoo Boys want to establish contact with the free AIs. They believe this will enable their boundless expansion on the net and grant them the upper hand over Netwatch. Netwatch sees this as the end of the world. Both are right.
Whoa, hey.
How you deal with the Netwatch agent is entirely up to you. Do we side with the gang? Choosing to be on Netwatch's bad side is never wise. But can we really trust the Voodoo Boys?
You set me up!
Oh.
As you can see, we have many possible options. But in each case, we take a risk.
Think I'll just stick to my plan.
Hack his brain. That's shitty. Somebody could just stick something in your head and just hack your brain. Uh-oh. Virus.
Didn't work out well. In the world
No,
of
it
Cyberpunk, few things go as planned.
Is that Keanu?
And that was just a glimpse of how complex the branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077 can get. Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you. One of those relationships is special. Ever heard of Johnny Silverhand, a rebel rocker boy who will be your companion throughout your adventure in Night City?
Come on, really think they give a rat's dick how you look?
Like everyone in Cyberpunk
I give a rat's dick
2077,
how I look.
he has his own agenda. You'll decide if he'll be your ally or your enemy. And that chip in your head, the one thanks to which Johnny lives inside your mind. Well, that's a story for another time.
I'm gonna take some of that music out. Well, that looked very good. I mean, they seem to talk more in depth about the actual city interactions with the environment, as far as like games and like Netwatch and stuff like that. The other one, it seemed to be more about combat, if I remember correctly. I know something about when they upgraded your weapons, and you had like upgraded weapons you don't get to like way later in the game. And that showed like you crawling on walls like spider arms and shit. So, but this looks very good. Like I said, I'm getting this as soon as I see it. Probably pre-order. I might wait until it actually comes out. And there's a lot of stuff for the pre-order. That they're giving a lot of things away for the pre-order. I might just decide to just get the pre-order. And this is getting got. This is getting got and it's getting played immediately as soon as I get it. As soon as it's available to play. But yeah, it was something I saw. I kind of swear I want to talk about other than I do that. Because I know they're jagging into the Matrix pretty much. I like the fact that, I mean, that makes sense that it's like an RPG, so you can switch between, well, not switch, but you can decide which character that you want. Someone who's more like physical, who goes in just shooting, like gun ho, and you have someone who's stealthy. That's the only problem I have. Because I'm the type of person that I go stealthy until I fuck up the stealth, and then I go loud. So I'm sure they have some, like, it's not just either or. I'm sure it's like a middle ground. I mean, you can choose either or, and you might lean more towards one or the other, but you can upgrade certain things that make you more of a well-balanced like person. Like you can be kind of a net runner and a what they call it, a solo runner or something. Like I lost. What is this? Damn it, I forget what they call it. They have like the solo part with it. They said, well, you're like the gun ho type character. Oh, there it is. I don't know what. But yeah, I mean, because it's very much like, it's like RPG, but like The Witcher. Like I think about how The Witcher is probably the most recent game that I play where I sit there and really contemplate my decisions about, like, oh man, do I really want to kill this guy, or do I, if I let him live, it's gonna come back to bite me in the ass? Like, I really sit and think about this when I play The Witcher 3, and I think I've done that more in that game than I have in any other. I will say probably because Witcher 3 is probably the only real RPG that I played within in any depth in the past probably over a decade. So that's probably why. But yeah, this game looks very, very interesting. It looks good. I hope it's as good as it looks. So I'm not disappointed because I mean all the time that these people put into this game, I just hope it. I'm also hoping that it works out for them, because you put so much effort to the game. If it doesn't come out and people don't like it, that sucks. Like all your work is kind of just like no one likes it. No one appreciates the stuff that does work, but it's like overall they might it sucks, or it's just not what they thought it was going to be. But for what I'm saying, it looks very good. It looks like it's going to be a very good, very fun, interesting game. But anyway, that's all I got for this. If you enjoyed my reaction, I want to make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to comment down below just your thoughts. I can't really think of anything I want to ask you to comment about, but just whatever, how you feel about it. What would you like in the game that maybe they didn't mention? We probably might see some new stuff in the game that we make, because we haven't seen everything, of course. They talk about more of the base stuff that you get, that you will do from either the get-go or within the first couple hours of the game, probably. But yeah, comment down below. Make sure to, like I said, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all next video. Peace.